In the silence of hearts whispers bloom, and love takes its first tentative room. Love, such a fundamental yet mysteriously complex element of our existence, often starts with the simplest of gestures. A glance across a crowded room, a light touch on a shoulder, a smile that speaks volumes, or a conversation that delves deeper than surface-level pleasantries. These may seem inconsequential in the grand scheme of life, yet they hold the potential to ignite the flame of love. In these initial stages, understanding is the soil in which love's seed is planted. It is the quiet acceptance of the other, the willingness to peel back the layers of one's soul and to allow another to do the same. Understanding is not merely about comprehending the words that are spoken, but also about tuning into the silent language of the heart. It is about recognizing the emotions that lie beneath the surface, acknowledging them, and allowing them to exist without judgment. Understanding forms the bedrock of connection. It is a bridge that spans the chasm of our individual experiences and brings us closer together. It is the key that unlocks a sea of shared understanding, allowing us to navigate the turbulent waves of life together. It is through understanding that we truly get to know the other, and in doing so, we learn more about ourselves. In knowing another, we step into their world, experience their joys and sorrows, and begin to see life through their lens. This shared understanding fosters empathy, deepening the bond of love. It is the thread that weaves two lives together, transforming them from separate entities into a single intertwined existence. Understanding, empathy, and love, three elements that, when combined, create a powerful force. They are the foundation upon which lasting relationships are built, the glue that holds us together when life threatens to pull us apart. From the spark of connection, a journey begins, where souls converge, transcending sins. This journey, fueled by love and understanding, takes us on a path of self-discovery and growth. It challenges us, shapes us, and ultimately, transforms us. It is a journey that transcends the boundaries of our individual selves and allows us to experience the joy of unity, the beauty of love. Love's synthesis in pure form we see, a union of souls in deepest decree. Is there any force more potent than love? A catalyst that carves bridges, fosters understanding, and transcends the superficial to touch the core of our existence. Consider love as a catalyst that isn't merely a chemical agent triggering reactions without itself undergoing any permanent change. Love as a catalyst transforms everything it touches. It bridges gaps, not just between two hearts, but between minds, between souls, between perspectives. Love fosters understanding. It is through love that we truly begin to understand another. We start to see the world through their eyes, comprehend their joys, their sorrows, their hopes, their fears. We begin to understand their dreams and their nightmares, their strengths and their vulnerabilities. And in doing so, we realize that we are more alike than we are different. But it doesn't stop there. From the fertile soil of understanding sprouts the beautiful flower of compassion. Compassion, the ability to feel another's pain as our own, to celebrate their joy as if it were ours. Compassion that urges us to reach out, to connect, to console, to cheer. Compassion that makes us human, that makes us one. And what is our reward on this journey catalyzed by love? It is love itself. Love, the true prize. Love that fills us with warmth and light. Love that makes us whole. Love that gives meaning to our existence. Love that transcends the physical and touches the divine. Love that is both the journey and the destination. In the end, when we embrace understanding, when we let compassion's light shine through us, a synthesis is born. A synthesis of heart, soul, and mind. A synthesis that guides us through the darkest nights and the brightest days. A synthesis that is the essence of our being, the melody of our existence. In understanding's embrace, compassion's light, a synthesis born, guiding us through the night. So let love be your catalyst. Let it bridge your gaps. Let it foster your understanding. Let it ignite your compassion. For in the dance of love, we are all dancers, and love, the music that sets our spirits free. With each shared sorrow, each shared delight, compassion grows, a beacon bright. In the shared experiences of life's highs and lows, compassion deepens. It's a beautiful tapestry of shared experiences, of shared emotions. It's in this shared experience that compassion, this beacon of understanding and empathy, shines its brightest. When we engage in the joys and sorrows of others, we begin to see the world from their perspective. We begin to understand their emotions, their reactions, and their motivations. This understanding, this empathy, is the thread that weaves two hearts together, creating a bond that is stronger than any physical connection. Consider this: when you share in another's joy, your own heart is filled with happiness. When you empathize with another's pain, your heart too feels a pang. This is the power of empathy in love. It allows us to step outside of our own experiences and emotions and step into the shoes of another. Empathy in love is not about losing yourself in the emotions of another. Rather, it's about understanding and sharing in their experiences. It's about seeing their world through their eyes, feeling their emotions in your heart, and in doing so, you allow your heart to intertwine with theirs. You become part of their world, and they become part of yours. This intertwining of hearts, this empathy and love, creates a bond that is stronger than any physical connection. It's a bond that transcends time and space, a bond that is unbreakable. It's a bond that is woven from the threads of understanding, compassion, and love. But empathy and love goes beyond just understanding and sharing in the experiences of another. It's also about healing. It's about seeing the wounds that others carry, the pain that they bear, and offering them your compassion, your understanding, your love. It's about helping them navigate through their pain, helping them heal. And in this process of healing, we too are healed. For in the act of giving, we also receive. We receive the gift of understanding, the gift of compassion, the gift of love. And in this exchange, we come to realize that we are not separate beings, but rather we are all connected. We are all part of the same tapestry of love. Through empathy's lens, we see and feel the wounds we share. Love seeks to heal. In love's embrace, a synthesis found, where hearts connect without a sound. Love, in its silent, unspoken form, weaves an invisible thread of connection. It's a bond that goes beyond words, beyond gestures, and exists in the quiet spaces between heartbeats. Understanding and compassion become the twin pillars upon which this love rests, creating a bridge that connects two minds, two hearts, and two souls into one. This silent connection is a dance, a ballet of emotions, where every step is understood, every twirl is felt, and every leap is shared. It's a dance that transcends the physical realm, moving into the spiritual, where the souls take the lead. It's a dance where understanding is the rhythm, compassion is the melody, and love is the harmony that brings it all together. Understanding in love means seeing the other person for who they truly are, accepting their flaws, celebrating their strengths, and cherishing their uniqueness. It's about stepping into their shoes, viewing the world through their eyes, and feeling the world with their heart. Compassion, on the other hand, is the balm that soothes the wounds of understanding. It's the gentle touch of empathy, the warm hug of kindness, and the soothing whisper of comfort. When understanding and compassion come together in the dance of love, they create a single mind, a unified consciousness that transcends individual desires and egos. This unity, this oneness, leads to spiritual growth, personal transformation, and a deeper connection with the self and the universe. This dance of love is not just about romantic love. It's about universal love, the love between friends, between family, between humanity, and between all sentient beings. It's about recognizing the divine in each other and celebrating the interconnectedness of all life. Through the dance of love, we learn, we grow, and we evolve. We learn to listen, not just with our ears, but with our hearts. We grow in understanding, not just of others, but of ourselves. And we evolve, not just as individuals, but as a collective, moving towards a higher consciousness, a deeper love, and a more harmonious world. Through trials and joys, love's truth we find, a synthesis of heart, soul, and mind. This is the dance of love, the silent ballet of understanding and compassion, the harmonious symphony of hearts in love. Beyond the grasp of time and space, in love, we find our sacred place. In this realm, love transcends the physical, the temporal, the superficial. It becomes an eternal force that binds souls together in a divine fusion. It's not about you and me as separate entities anymore. It's about us, about we. It's a place where individual boundaries blur, where the line where you end and I begin is impossible to define. This transcendental nature of love ushers us into a state of oneness. In this state, we see not through the lens of self, but through the lens of unity. We see ourselves reflected in the other, and the other reflected in us. We see the world not as a collection of separate entities, but as a single interconnected whole. And in this oneness we find freedom. Not the freedom of isolation or independence, but the freedom of interdependence. The freedom that comes from knowing that we are part of something bigger than ourselves, that we are intricately woven into the tapestry of life. The freedom that comes from knowing that we are not alone, that we are loved, and that we have the capacity to love in return. This oneness, this freedom, is not something we achieve through force or effort. It's not a destination we reach, but a state we discover. It's a realization that emerges when we open our hearts to love, when we allow love to guide us, to transform us. And as we surrender to love, as we let love lead us beyond the confines of time and space, we enter a cycle of giving and receiving. We give love and we receive love. We give understanding and we receive understanding. We give compassion and we receive compassion. We give of ourselves, and in return, we receive a piece of the other. This cycle, this rhythm of love, is a harmony so sweet, so profound, that it leaves no room for discord or division. It's a melody that echoes through the cosmos, a song that resonates in the silence of hearts. In giving and receiving, love's cycle complete, a harmony so sweet none can deplete. In this union where love is the key, we transcend the self and truly free. The transformative power of love is not just a poetic notion. It's a profound reality that shifts our perspective and shapes our very being. Love, in its purest form, is not just about receiving. It's about giving, about extending oneself for the sake of another. When we speak of love, we often think of it as an emotion, a feeling that sweeps us off our feet. But love, in its deepest sense, is much more than that. It's a state of being, a new way of seeing the world. It's about opening our hearts and minds to others, about understanding their joys and sorrows, their hopes and fears. In this state of empathy and compassion, we experience a profound connection that transcends our individual selves and binds us together in a shared humanity. In the midst of this connection, we begin to realize that love is not just about happiness and comfort. It's about growth and transformation. It's about stepping out of our comfort zones, about embracing the challenges that come our way, about growing stronger and wiser through the trials and tribulations of life. It's about learning to see beauty in the midst of pain, hope in the midst of despair, light in the midst of darkness. In this process of transformation, love becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a way of living. It becomes a force that drives us, that motivates us, that inspires us to be the best version of ourselves. It becomes a force that fosters a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, a sense of fulfillment. It becomes a force that guides us, that lights our path, that shows us the way to a life of joy and fulfillment. And so, in this union of love, we transcend our individual selves and become part of something greater, something more profound, something more beautiful. We become part of a collective harmony, a shared humanity, a universal love. A force that binds beyond time's flow in love's pure light we come to know. So here in the heart of love we find a synthesis of soul, of heart, of mind. The essence of love, it's not just a feeling, it's a state of being, a new way of seeing. It's a synthesis, a fusion of understanding and compassion. Imagine love as a beacon of hope, shining through the darkest night, guiding us on our journey. In its purest form, love is the catalyst that sparks understanding. It's the force that bridges the gap between the earth and the skies, transcending our human limitations. Understanding, in turn, gives birth to compassion. It's the ability to feel another's joy as our own, to share in their pain and offer comfort. In this way, love and understanding weave together, creating a tapestry of compassion that binds us together. This synthesis of love, understanding and compassion, it transcends our individual desires, leading us towards collective harmony. It's the key to a deeper connection, a unity that goes beyond our physical existence. But love is more than just a catalyst or a bridge. It's also a beacon of hope. Amid the turmoil of life, love shines brightly, offering guidance and reassurance. Through love, we find solace. In the face of adversity, love gives us the strength to carry on. And how does love do all this? Through understanding. By seeing the world from another's perspective, by feeling their emotions as if they were our own, we foster a deeper connection. This understanding, nurtured by love, fuels compassion, allowing us to offer solace and comfort in times of need. In this way, love, understanding, and compassion come together, creating a synthesis that is greater than the sum of its parts. This is the essence of love. It's a force that binds us, a light that guides us, and a beacon of hope that illuminates our path. Through understanding and compassion, we rise. We become more than just individuals. We become part of something greater, part of a collective harmony that transcends our human limitations. In love's infinite dance, our spirits prize. In exploring the essence of pure love, our journey lies. A journey that, through love's synthesis, leads us towards understanding, compassion, and ultimately, unity. This is the essence of love. This is our journey. This is our prize.